Hello and welcome back. So Lilith has just come out with an awesome update and change to the armament system. Now, for the first time ever, you can re-roll your armaments of a specific type to those of another type. So for example, I can go into my Liu Che and I can change these armaments, the arch formation, over to the wedge formation with this kind of conversion rate right here. It's really awesome value in a way for all of those people who have just kind of gone all in on wedge, but kind of want to diversify with the new healing commanders. So maybe circle formation, or maybe the new delta formation with the new commander Arthur coming out to the game very shortly. So now I don't have those kind of aspirations. We're going to try and improve this set right here. So you might notice it's a little bit different than the last time I showed you guys this set. I did finally put a destructive on this armament. No, I did not change it over from a hunter that I already had, but I actually did just play the recent armament event that came out, and I did unbox this armament naturally. And then also this one, I did re-roll a little bit to 4 out of 10, and this is going to go into a little bit about my decision that I'm going to make today. So if you're ready to watch me get absolutely destroyed, please throw a like button on this before I go re-roll and feel really sad about my luck. All right, so a few of you might actually know, but I originally opened up this armament many months, at this point, years ago, when the armament system first came out. I got this from a random travel on, it must have been week 3. I have never actually opened an armament naturally other than this one. I've opened over I would say 2,000 wedge armaments at this point, over 1,000 for arch formation. I have never once pulled a natural inscription, or natural legendary inscription. I've only ever gotten them from the pity system that they introduced to the game, or from winning KVKs, or the shop in the courier station. So this was the only one that I actually opened up naturally, and I had saved this kind of conversion thing that had put into the game, I don't know, a few months ago, to where I could change it to any one of this type, because now you can actually go into your armaments here and kind of show your wish list. So which one are you going to get next? And so by adding this, Lilith made it so anything opened previously could kind of get swapped around, which was really nice. So I haven't really had a use for this because obviously I'm not going to use Hollow Square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out which slot I should put it in. Should I make invaluable? Should I go rounded? Or should I go cocoon? And then once I do that, I have to then swap that over to the arch formation for that inscription slot. Okay, and this is where the decision starts to be made. Now, obviously, I have a legendary inscription on this one. Obviously, I have a legendary inscription on this one as well. So I'm definitely not going to swap it into these two. Now, these rolls are a little bit low. I have 0 out of 10. My goal is to use a transmutation crystal on this eventually and re-roll these stats to be a little bit higher. Now, which one do I replace? Counterer or Smite? Guarded Fit? Like, which one of these two is better? Well, I will just say, for starters, this one already has Counterer and Smite, and then this one is Guarded and Fit. Now, Smite is really good for smite damage commanders. It's just 2% all damage. Counter is fine, doesn't do too much. This one, 3.5% health, and then a chance to reduce skill damage taken. In general, I would say that these inscriptions are better than the other one. Additionally, the stats on this one are just higher. 2.2, 3.5, and 2, 1.9, 1.8, and 1.5. So this armament in and of itself is just a better one than this one. Now, you could still say, okay, well, you're just going to open up a better one like this in the future, and then, you know, you'll just set your next wish list to this one, and you'll be good to go. Well, now this is where things get even more interesting, is I already have an Intrepid. And with this conversion thing that is now into the game, I can actually make this into, wherever the arch formation is, into an emblem of the north, right? So I can do this whenever I want. Now, my problem with that is that I have 0 out of 10 remaining. So this will need crystals, again, so that I could reset, because when I swap it over to the arch formation, it will still have 2.9% cav attack and 2.4% cav health. So right now, I wouldn't really want to do this. And with the new commander coming into the game, Intrepid is really strong on your cav commander. So, you know, be wary. So with all that said, what I'm going to do actually is not roll into Fearless, because eventually my long-term plan is to use that Intrepid to swap that over to this set, or open this Fearless naturally with my pity that is already at 5 out of 10. And so this one up here, I'm actually going to try and replace today. Ooh, okay, and now I need to make sure that I do not F this up, all right? So I explained now my rationale. I want this one. I want the one that's in the top right, because I already have the Intrepid in the bottom left. Eventually, later down the line, I can swap that whenever I want to. I just need a transmutation crystal or two to get that done. So the top right one is the one that we do not have. So I have to make sure that I'm swapping this into this over here, the Fleur de lis Lutes. However I'm supposed to say that, essentially the ukulele looking thing. So we're gonna go out here, go to my bags, go to armaments. Wow, I have not used this since I got it, and I'm like really scared that I'm gonna mess this up. All right, so this was the cocoon, not the one that we wanted. This is the one that you get from the KVK shop. This would be if I wanted to swap into Fearless, so we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna swap here, and I believe when I swap it, all of the attributes are gonna randomize as well. So we're gonna go ahead and swap, hope for some imp stats. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh god. All right. Wait, so could I exit out and would it not confirm? All right, so now 1.8 imp defense, obviously not very good, but now we have to convert it. So we go back into my bags here, wherever this just was. All right, go back to the Charles. We go here, and now we equip. All right, whew, now we do the fun part. So we change this into straight to the point. Okay, I've done this correctly. I'm not effing this up, thank goodness. We confirm, and now it's going to change these over to straight to the point. Now this currency that you actually see in the top right is something that just came out to the game literally this morning. Now if we go into our armaments, you can see that they're called conversion stones. I got 15 of them already when I woke up this morning because I've opened over 2,000 total legendary armament crates. You can actually go into the shop here and you can purchase even more of them on a monthly basis. Now, where is the bundle? Here it is, called Destiny Reforged. To my knowledge, I think you can buy up to 7 gold chests of this per month. So absolutely insane if you're like a huge Kraken and you need to go ahead and re-roll all your armaments because you have a bunch of useless legendary inscriptions. I can't even, imagine that I just said that out loud. But yes, that is true. I think for most people, it would probably be smart if you're like a mid-tier spender to probably buy the $10 tier, once a month. And then just kind of similar to the passport bundles, I buy the 5 and 10, bundle every month because it's just good value. And eventually I will use them, right? So conversion stones, you can also get these in KVK, so it's not a complete paywall. But if you don't buy this, then it will take you some time to reroll those legendary armaments that you want. I believe the $5 tier or the $10 tier gives 1, the $20 tier gives 2, the 50 gives 3, and then the $100 tier gives 5. So I could be wrong, could correct me on that one. But either way, once you get up to that level 5, they're not giving you like any speed ups either, so it kind of sucks. You are literally only buying that bundle to reroll your legendary armament. So buy that bundle with some caution. So anyway, I'm stalling. We're gonna go back into the Charles here, and we're going to re-roll this to Horn of the North. Okay, confirm. Straight to the point. Kind of terrible stats, but that's okay. We're going to re-roll them. So, ooh, boom. That's kind of a cool animation. I like that. All right, cool. So we got straight to the point. We're going to go ahead, put this on my Liu Che, because that's where the money is. Replace. Oh, God, the 3 legendary inscriptions feels good, but all these stats down here feel bad. So now the fun part. So we are going to transmute, and this is where I will most likely get absolutely wrecked. I don't have a ton of stones, you can see in the top right, because I did just transmute a few other things. And now, under most circumstances, guys, you should only be doing this right before your KVK starts, because I'm impatient. I don't do that. That is just a personal flaw with me. It has come back to bite me in the butt sometimes. So, don't do it. But if you're impatient like me and you're kind of in this wave of the armament hype and you just kind of want to see your armaments look really, really nice and clean, then yeah, go ahead. This is why I'm doing it now. So anyway, we're going to re-roll all 3 of these. I'm not going to lock the 1.8% defense. I don't think it's worth it. And if I don't get a triple stat here, then I will just go ahead and use a crystal on this later on in the KVK, as well as my Intrepid that's on my cap set. So let's go ahead and see what we get. 2.3% health. So I definitely will replace this. Now, most of you guys would tell me not to lock here. I just want you to keep in mind that I don't have any transmutation crystals. So with that said, 2.3% health is enough to where I'm going to petty lock it just so that I get the decent enough imp stat for now, and then I can go through and change this up later on with the crystal. So now we're going to go ahead and roll 2. Buns. Oh, 1.7. I'm not going to lock a 1.7 though. That feels bad. So we're going to disable this reminder. 3.5 archer defense. Could have been it. Could have been it. 1.8? Really? You're going to do that to me? Come on now. 2.6. Okay. Replace. Now, I guess I should have waited until I had more transmutation stone to actually do this video. But we're going to have 2 more attempts here at this last slot. So wish me luck. Ready? Boom. Nope. And last one. Oh, gold gathering speed. All right. Brutal gold gathering speed. Let's actually see. Can I go to the shop? Is there anything that I can buy? Oh, that is not the right shop. Hold on. Let's see. No, I can only get 1 more left. That's unfortunate for this week. So we are going to hit a wall there. But this set definitely does look a lot better. I'm hoping that with my 2 more tries later down the line, I can get some imp stats up on this top part. But either way, I am happy. This is now my imp set going forward. And again, big props to Lilith for actually introducing this event and giving me something to do with my useless armament that I've had for literally ever. Okay, so what do you guys think? I mean, did I mess up? Did I choose the wrong armament to reroll? I personally don't think I did. I know that Fearless is really, really insane, but I do know that I can get Fearless closer down the line than I would be actually hitting another pity, and I do think that Intrepid on my Cav set is actually going to be really good with the new release of Commanders, so I don't know. It was a hard decision for me, but I'm glad that you guys were here to share it with me. I will probably do those last 2 rerolls on stream closer to the fighting than, obviously today. And so hopefully we get lucky and I don't have to use my, last transmutation crystal and yeah, so that would stink. But either way, I'll do what needs to be done. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.